Good morning from Mozartplatz in Salzburg, which is the start of the Red Bull X-Alps, and we're here in the athletes' enclosure, and the atmosphere is sort of calm, relaxed, and exciting. We're going to talk to Gavin McClurg. Gavin, sorry, can I interrupt?
Yeah, of course.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good, Ed. How's it going?
Yeah, we're very well, thank you. We've had a good couple of days here.
Yeah,
what about yourself?
Are you getting plenty of rest, Ed? Because it's going to get busy for you.
It is going to get busy. We get pretty busy, but I think you are the guys who needed the rest this week. How has your week been, your preparation week?
Oh, it's been really good. I can't ask for more. I'm healthy. That's all you want at this stage. A little bit of the nerves last night, so I would have liked to sleep a little more. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to put it all behind you and be here. That's what I'm excited about.
You posted on Instagram that you did the prologue with a heart rate of like 180 BPM for the whole hour. Tell us, for those who don't know about that, tell us what that means.
It means it's impossible. And I know it was. I was like, "Is this correct?" But I've got my heart rate monitor on and chest monitor, and I've used it for years. I know it's 100% accurate. So, yeah, right out of the gunshot, I was like, "Whoa!" I had a little bit too much breakfast, so I think my body was working pretty hard on that, and I didn't time that quite right. But yeah, an hour and 5 minutes, and I was over 180 the whole time. So I averaged 179 because I forgot to turn my watch off after I launched, but. Ridiculously high, especially for a 47-year-old. That was, when I train, I redline at like 179 for a couple minutes. So an hour and 5 minutes at over 180 is. I was hoping my heart wouldn't explode, but the Red Bull doctor said that I was okay. My heart would be all right, and so I was like, okay, we're all right here.
We're glad you're still with us.
Wouldn't that be a bummer to blow up on the prologue?
That would be a bummer. So listen, tell us about what's ahead of us, the Geisberg. From here to the top of that, how many meters is that?
Yeah, it's about 1,000, and it's typically about 2 hours from experience in the past. There's a lot of pavement running in the beginning. I have to take that pretty easy with my knees, but then when the hill starts, then you can start cranking. And I think actually today is going to be a day to race pretty hard because I think we've got a very short window of maybe flyable, and then the afternoon's going to get worse and worse. So I think the game today is, we're all talking about it. Everybody's helping everybody out right now, but I think the game today is going to be little flights and hike ups and try to make some distance on Wagrain before the rain and the thunderstorms. But it's going to be interesting. I don't know how bad the rain and thunderstorms are going to be because there's not that much heating going on. So we'll see.
We had hailstones like this big yesterday here. Did you have hail down in Wagrain?
No, we didn't, but our weather guy's in Chamonix, and he said it was the worst thunderstorm he'd seen in his life. He lived there his whole life. There's massive hail and a bunch of downed trees, and so the weather's really unstable and really hard to predict right now. I don't think anybody has a very good idea of what kind of day we're looking at.
Everybody's talking about the snow, thinking about the wider race. We've been talking about the snow. It's above 2,000 meters. You can go ski touring. Yeah. There's like 10 kilometers of snow over the passes. Yeah. It's completely different from any previous X-Alps. How have you been preparing for that? Is it as bad as people say? What's the story?
If anything, it's worse than I think people can possibly imagine. We had some really good days when Kriegel flew his huge FAI. We had a really good day that day looking at Engelberg and Titlis and all the way down past Davos and down to the Zugspitze. So it was epic flying. And it was one of those days where you land and you're like, wow, that was a really epic flight, and wow, I'm really scared about the snow because, we were getting like 4,200 base and clearing these passes that just had these massive blue holes for 10 miles because there's so much snow. And so you can imagine if it wasn't that kind of a day, how hard it would be to get over. So, yeah, I think there's some real bottlenecks on this course. Maybe Kriegel's out in front like he is all the time, but I think there's going to be a lot of lead changes and a lot of real struggling. And I think there are places where you can get on this course that just wreck your race. The physical output to get in and get out would be, I don't know if it's manageable in the long run of 12 days. So it's going to play a major factor.
Okay, it's going to be tough and there's going to be suffering. So have you got a message for your fans out in the States? Because I know that you have a huge team of fans supporting all of you guys, right?
Yeah,
the three USA.
There's 3 teams this year. We're all really good friends. Willie lives right down the street from me, so thank you guys. It's I can't tell you how much it means to just get messages and hoops and hollers, and thanks for backing us. It's going to be a blast. The adventure is definitely guaranteed this year, so yeah, just thank you. Follow along, watch the live tracking. It's going to be epic this year. It looks really cool, like jumping in my cockpit and watching what I'm seeing. That's going to be pretty neat.
Excellent. Well, have a great race. Have a good start. And yeah, take care out there. Excellent. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, Gavin. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.